Hey kids, welcome back for our second week here of doing these videos for you all. This week we're going to get to do some songs and get to hear the Easter story. So, if Drew will come on up here and join me, we'll go ahead and start with Who is the King of the Jungle? Let's do this. Who is the king of the jungle? Who is the king of the sea? Who is the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you, J-E-S-U-S. Yes, he is the king of me. He is the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Who is the king of the jungle? Who is the king of the sea? Who is the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you, J-E-S-U-S. Yes, he is the king of me. He is the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Jungle. Who is the king of the sea? Who is the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you, J-E-S-U-S. Yes, he is the king of me. He is the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Who's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Now, we're going to sing another fun song about how Jesus is our superhero. Let's have some fun, guys. Here we go. He's the one who makes the sun shine. He's the one who put the moon in the sky. He's the one who hung the stars. One by one, Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 Batman. Yeah, 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 better than anyone. He's the one who makes the birds sing. He's the one who makes me dream so high. He's the one who makes me smile. Day by day, Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, 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 better than Barbie. Yeah, 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 better than Action Man. Yeah, 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 better than anyone. You're my superhero, you're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero, you're my star, my best friend. Alright, now it's time time for our Bible story with Miss Donna.
Hi guys, it's good to see you here today. Let me pray as we get ready to get started. Dear God, I thank you for this time, and I thank you that we're able to get all this technology to work the way it needs to, dear God. I thank you just for how you provide the things we need at just the moment that we need them, dear God. I thank you for these kids. I pray that you would just help them as they're stuck at home, dear God. I pray that this would just be a time when they can enjoy spending time with family, and help me right now as I speak, dear God. Help me to clearly tell the story of you. It's in your name we pray. Amen. All right, so this week is Easter week, as you all know, and I just wanted to share with you the story of Easter. Jesus is really what Easter is all about. It's not about the bunnies and the Easter eggs. You see, Jesus, he was having a meal with his friends on a Thursday evening, much like today is Thursday. And after the meal, he went out to a garden to pray. And he was praying with some of his friends, and they fell asleep. And all of a sudden, some soldiers, they came and they arrested him. And he was put on trial all night long. But the thing was about Jesus is he had never done anything wrong. He was sinless. He was innocent. But these men, they didn't like Jesus, and they wanted to be mean to him. They wanted him to die is what they wanted him to do. And so during all this trial and all the evening, he was beaten. He was made fun of. He had a crown of thorns put on his head, which made him bleed. He had to carry his cross the next morning after all of that took place, which was really heavy. He had to drag it all the way to a place called Golgotha, and he did have a little bit of help. But once he got there, the soldiers continued to make fun of him. They spit on him. It says they cast lots, which was for his clothes. That means that they may have rolled dice to see who was going to get his clothes. They put a sign on the top of his cross that said King of the Jews, and it was really something to make fun of him. Then they took nails, and they nailed his arms and his feet onto that cross, and they raised that cross up. This wasn't a fun thing that happened to him. And he hung there for 3 hours, probably trying to get breath, probably thirsty. I don't know, maybe it was hot. I don't know what it was like there. But at about noon, 3 hours into it, it said that Jesus, he spoke and he said, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." And it said at that point that he breathed his last. But the really funny thing, and it's not funny, I guess I should say, but the unique thing that happened was it got dark. Can you imagine it being dark at noon? That would mean at time when you're eating lunch. It went from a bright sunny day to darkness, and it stayed dark for 3 hours. People were sad. People didn't understand what was taking place. Well, after he had hung there for about 3 hours after he had died, Jesus was taken off the cross, and there was a man by the name of Joseph of Arimathea that came and asked if he could take his body and go and put it into a tomb. And he was given that permission, and Joseph, I'm sure, had some help from some other men. And when they got to the tomb, they placed his body, and they went and they rolled a big rock in front of the tomb. Now there were soldiers there that had been put in place to guard that tomb. And so they were there. This was, at this point, Friday night. And so they were there Friday night, the guards watching it, all day Saturday. But Sunday, Easter Sunday, maybe some people call it not Easter, but Resurrection Sunday, something special happened. And that's what makes Easter the most special day that there is. It says that there was some of Jesus's friends, lady friends, that went to see about Jesus. They wanted to anoint his body. That means put some spices onto his body after he had died. It was just something that people did in that time period. And so I'm sure as they were walking along, they started thinking, how are we going to get that big rock to move? How are we going to get into Jesus? But as they walked and talked and probably were very sad, they got closer and they looked over and they were like, oh, we're not going to have to move that rock. It's already moved. I'm sure by that time maybe they started running. And they ran in there. But where was Jesus' body? It was gone. But before they probably even had time to start saying, where did he go? It said in the Bible that there were two men that appeared. But they weren't like other men. It said that they gleamed like lightning. And those angels, they said, why do you look for the living among the dead? Jesus is not here. He is risen. Can you believe it? Jesus is alive. That's good news. And that is the best news that there can be. I want you to say with me real quick, Jesus is alive. Let's say that. Jesus is alive. Let's say it louder. Jesus is alive. One more time. Jesus is alive. That is something to be excited about. And that's what the Bible tells us, that the real meaning of Easter is. And so, as we get ready to finish up here, I do want to encourage your moms and dads that there are some things on Facebook that you can find to do together as a family. There are resurrection eggs that you can make, and there are, on that Facebook site, there is a place where you can find out how to do that together, and you can tell the story as a family together. You can make the eggs and do that. There's also a couple ideas of making resurrection rolls and Easter story cookies and it walks you through the different steps, and it's just kind of a fun hands-on activity that I used to do with my own kids when they were younger. And who knows, maybe we'll do that again this year. And they are already on the church Facebook page, so go there and find those helps. But you know what? Right now, Caleb and Andrew, I believe, are going to sing another song. And this song is kind of a fun song because as we are in this quarantine period, I'm sure you're starting to feel like you would like a big house instead of maybe a small house. So that's what we're going to sing. Here we go. Are you ready, Caleb?
Here we go. Sing and dance along with us, guys. Let's have some fun with this song. I don't know where you lay your head or where you call your home. I don't know where you eat your meals or where you talk on the phone. I don't know if you got a cook, a butler, or a maid. I don't know if you got a yard with a hammock in the shade. I don't know if you got some shelter, a safe place to hide. I don't know if you live with friends in whom you can confide. I don't know if you got a family, say a mom or dad. I I don't know if you loved it all, but I bet you wish you had. Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. Touchdown! A big, big house. It's my Father's house. Rooms for everyone. All I know is that lots of land where we can play and run. All I know is that you need love and I've got a family. All I know is you're all alone, so why not come with me? Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. Touchdown! A big, big house. It's my Father's house. Big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. Touchdown! A big, big house. It's my Father's house. My Father's house. Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. It's a big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. A big, big house. It's my Father's house. Big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. A big, big house. It's my Father's house. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great week.